Alright, hey guys, Fitz back here for another game here. So spawning here on the top left as the white Protoss, it will be Semih here, or more specifically LRM Semih here, and his opponent as the red Zerg, it will be Evil Genius's Machine here, or better known as EG.Machine here. Now I cannot read what their text is saying as I'm too far away from my screen, but now as if you guys are well familiar with the Brood War scene or StarCraft community currently, EG.Machine does not play StarCraft Brood War anymore. That is because he's a StarCraft 2 pro now, so this is coming from the semi-relay pack given from Shimmy, not the Shimmy, but Shimmy of the foreign community. So, and the map is going to be on Fighting Spirit. So what that pretty much means is this is an older replay coming back from February 15th from 2010. So this is a really old replay in terms of that. So I'll be very interested how Machine's going to play this. I like Machine's play in StarCraft 2. He hasn't really had much success there, but we'll see if his Brood War is any better, or the same, or worse. Who knows? And of course, Semih is just awesome. Now, if you look at the talk, I think Semih's talking right now, or he was. Semih, his in-game tag right now has EX-V10, which is a old clan that was like a merc clan or mercenary clan, is what BMW was saying to me on Skype earlier, and it does believe we have a 9 pool coming up right about now. So let me just pause this for half a second. Let me just get my glasses on real quick. Sorry I inconvenienced you guys. Okay, I'm slowly becoming more dependent on my glasses right now. So that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you from this. Now, for the time being, Semih's being really annoying with probe actually, and I'll be very interested how Semih's gonna deal with a machine being such a high caliber he is. Now, don't forget, I know when I'm listening to more Artosis and Tasteless talk, I believe Machine was a very active Brood War player. He's been, in the scene for quite some time here, so it's really nice. And yeah, Semih's doing this really beautiful block here, and making Machine really gonna have it more difficult into a 9 pool into a 12 hatch. Again, this is probably more of a aggressive. This is probably more of a safer build that Machine's going. Now, I have no idea. I believe this is just like a public match, and it was just played on it. I forget if this was on the iCup match or not, but the same idea. And these 6 links are coming out right about now, so that's great. And what's Semih doing? He did a Forge fast expand. And even though a 9 pool did happen, he's actually gonna go for a Nexus before. Now this map is big, keep in mind. The lings are just coming out, so that second cannon is gonna be a really tight squeeze. And will he be able to get up in time? That is actually the true question right now. Because if he doesn't, then this might just be a quick GG over and over again. But I don't think. Okay, so now Machine does know where Semih is though, because of the overlord placement. So how many lings is he gonna produce here? Let's see here. How many? That's not. Come on. Economic mode. All right, the first cannon's finished up. So he's pulled off a lot of probes in time right here. 7 lings are out. So he made about 8 lings to begin with. So we'll see if the Machine can actually do any kind of damage here. Machine did take a third base here. So even 2.5 years ago, the meta seems to be pretty consistent. If you do that with StarCraft 2 2 years back, you're gonna have completely different unit compositions, and pretty much the whole meta was completely different back then. But anyway, getting on to the importance of this game here. So the gateway is coming down, so this will be a tight wall for Semih right here. And also some background on Semih too. The more I'm learning about the guy, he's a Polish. No, sorry, that's South Park. Never mind. I know more about South Park than I know about Semih. Should I take that back? He's not. If he is Polish, then great for him. If he's not, then don't listen to what I just said. So we'll see if Machine's gonna go for Hydra play. He is getting gas right now. Does he get the second gas on his natural here? Now, what are we having inside of Semih's base here? It looks like Cybercore is just coming up right about now, and Machine will be seeing that Cybercore timing as well. It's a little bit more delayed. I think you normally hit that around like 4 minutes just flat. It's coming up a little bit later, but by no means is it terrible. I think the timing by the time that in Brood War are pretty consistent here. I think this is just the timing when the beta came out for StarCraft 2. I could be wrong though. Alright, so we're getting Lair coming up now. Do we have Hydra Den? What are we going to see? Are we going to see 2 more hatches come down, see a 5 hatch Hydra play, or are we going to see... That'd be interesting. I do Stargate coming up right about now. Okay, that's pretty standard timing. Okay, so they'll probably have Force Core 0 by like 6 minutes, 10. It's probably the tendency where you want it to come out by your Force Core 0 to come out. And no +1 yet. And no +1 on the Cyber Core right now. So, and we're getting up to those things are looking very, very standard for Semih right now. And he'll be pushing across the map with a couple of Zealots here. This is what you can do against this third base here. It is pretty far away, you know, keep in mind it is cross positions, and one of the benefits of having the base so far away, it does make it harder for Protoss to pressure it because it's just so far away. So in a way it's a safe expand, but if you did push with like speed right now, instead of getting your first core share up, you could potentially pressure with a lot of Zealots here, but I don't know how many Lings, let's check how many Lings Machine has right now. He has 28 Lings on the field. That is a lot of Lings. He might just be going for a Ling bust. Or he really wants to keep this third base alive. Alright, so we have the 4th hatch and the 5th hatch coming down right about now for Machine. We do have a Spire, actually, and just putting on the... So, Spire's coming in first. Okay, things are... Yeah, this is looking very generic PvZ. Tendency there. +1's coming up on the Forge. We have a couple cannons coming up right now, and we have a Templar Archive. It's a fairly fast Templar Archives. But he may be anticipating 5 hatch Hydra. And there is the Corsair, proving to be I just sent this guy off right here. Goodbye. Let's turn this down a little bit as well. Okay, I think it's a bit better. Okay. So you hear me, you can still hear me, but you can also hear the Corsair going up. Pew, 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 pew. He has a third base coming up here that is going to be probably canceled off right here. That's way too many Lings to really stop this. There are not enough Zealots to really deal with this. And Semih's getting in the best position as he can with the what? Well, it maybe, but I think Machine could have taken that. These Zealots are at like no HP right now. Do I hear a DT? Yeah, we have DTs coming out for Semih right here. Just 1 though. Not really a high commitment here. I wouldn't be surprised for Storm to be researched now. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be gearing up for like a +1 play with Hydra. Or he's just getting missile attack anyway, but we'll see. I mean, it's just how Machine's Hydra micro will be, because that's going to be the really, point factor in this, because this map, you're still going into a choke point here. It's a bigger choke point than a lot of other maps, but still it's a choke point nonetheless. And actually, this is actually interesting by Semih, actually. This wall, it is tight, but he's kind of like pushed it out more than I think you actually need to. I don't know, maybe it's just like the way the cans are placed or something, but that definitely feels like it's a more pushed out wall than most current Protosses do. But anyway, it looks like that Overlord will just go in to verify the third base right there. I'm not quite sure if Machine has noticed that third base here. Alright, so the Hydra are out now, okay. And he did get speed done as well, so I believe range is coming up now? Yeah, range is coming up right about now, so. Okay. He just finished Overlord speed. That Corsair didn't do too much damage, I don't think. I think he got picked off. I'm not quite sure. You can go by Jeff if you want. No, you're not on camera or anything. Hydra. Yeah. He doesn't have the Corsair. Oh, wait, hold on, actually. And while I'm saying that, though, while I'm trying to figure this out, there's so many people in this game right here. Yeah, he doesn't have his Corsair left. Okay, but this, okay, yeah, that was a really nice reaction, but that's a lot of Hydra. That's a lot of Hydra. Okay, he's not Hydra storming. Ow. But I don't think it matters. Machine has so many Hydralisks. Yeah, well, this army just got really picked off. The only thing that's really in this army that's still alive is the DT, but there's an Overlord, I believe, trailing. Nope. So, if he gets up DT right now, he could be... Okay, no, the Overlord's coming over there right now, so... Semih may just lose straight up right now. He just sniped out a High Templar. And how many, does he have Storm ready? I'm not quite sure if he has the, is that for 2 storms, okay. And, oh, I love this web machine. He just poked in there. He realizes that there's really no point to engage there as he's gonna get stormed with a butthole. I really like that by machine right now. I wouldn't mind him pressuring the 3rd base a little bit more because the High Templar are really slow, so he probably could have done some damage with the 3rd if he kind of looped around, but whatever. He's just gonna, you know, macro up. He's gonna take a 4th base here. But keep in mind, a 3 base Protoss is very powerful. It is somewhat harder to punish on this map. More or less, again, it's just this one ramp, and just like the natural expansion, if you're gonna pressure bases, you're better off doing the natural because, well, it's just a bigger choke. And pressuring the 3rd base is just Hydra, it's just gonna be really hard to do. When High Templar are in position here, the only opening I could have seen right now, and that's a lot of lurkers, by the way. But anyway, what I was saying is, this base is gonna be really hard to take out right now with High Templar getting to be in position here. All right, so we have a lot more Lings coming out right now. This is such a Ling-heavy composition by machine. You rarely see this. I mean, especially, I feel like this early on too. You don't expect that many Lings out. I mean, you know, the amount, the unit composition you want to go for is just like Ling Lurker Defiler, but this is just really early for a Ling. Alright, so we have another pressure coming out. Now this army's a lot more devastating. There's a lot more High Templar in the mix as well. But we need Mutalisks out, really, in order for Machine to really attack this effectively. Now, he did see the pylon, so this should identify that the 4th base for Semih is coming up fairly shortly. So it's 140 supply to 96, so actually, Semih's doing a really good job macroing. So Machine, even though, you know, really haven't lost an engagement right now, doesn't really have the supply to really attack what Semih has. Now let's just verify that isn't just a probe. No, I mean, Machine's only down by about 7 harvesters this game, so he's been keeping up with the macro pretty well. 15 lurkers. You know what it is? He really only has like lurkers right now. I don't know what happened to all of his Hydra, but he just has so many lurkers. He's doing 4-base turtle dirt for sure right now. And this is like, it's hard to beat. The positioning of this is absolutely phenomenal, but this army is +2. You know, Semih's gonna potentially be able to just break through this. Now, we need Lings to really buffer this. But, I love how the creep is extended right here, and it just doesn't look right just because of the gravel right here. But anyway, but the thing is, when Protoss gets that 4th base up, Machine's gonna be in trouble. You know, he's playing such a defensive Zerg, which isn't terrible. But the problem though is, there's really no way for Machine to engage this. He doesn't have a Hydra count, and what does he now have a Hydra count? No, he doesn't have any Hydra left. He's just pure on Ling Lurker. But without any kind of hive tech, which he does, okay, he's just getting consumed though. So Semih, he's in a position where if he has enough Dragoons, he can just break through this. I mean, it's a very nice shred from Machine, but it's only going to stall for time here. Oh man, okay, nice storm going down right there. All the Lings are getting captured right here. Oh man, this is actually really bad. This is such a good position for Semih right here. Machine, what are you doing? Oh man, this is not the specification for Machine right here. There's a 5th base going up down here at the 6 o'clock. But, ow, that was such a one-sided battle. The storms are near perfect. It's just like a force field of just perfect storms. I mean, they barely overlapped each other, and so he just got the best area of effect damage from those things. It's just perfect. We have a shuttle. It looks like we have a DT drop coming up right now as well. That is so many High Templar coming out right now. I mean, Semih loves these storms, man. And you also have to keep in mind, I mean, he like individually selected his High Templar for that too. I mean, the APM toll on that is absolutely phenomenal. Alright, so we have Consume done. We do have Ultra's Cavern coming up, so it looks like we're gonna have an Ultra transition here, which is probably the smartest move he could do in this position right here. Just because the sheer amount of storms that he's gonna have, I mean, this is only 3 in this army, but okay, he's made Archon instead. Okay, I was gonna say, well, maybe not. I mean, Ultras are gonna be okay, but the thing though is, like, by themselves, they're really not that great. I don't think he's gonna have. He's only 1-1 on his Lings here, so that means he's only gonna have 1-1 on his Ultras right when they pop. So he's gonna get speed first. I would be surprised for melee and our Carapace to come up. Okay, yeah. So he's definitely gonna go for that transition into Ultras here, and with the Dark Swarm. With him, he's gonna be really, really nice. So he's done a Hydra Ling drop to potentially kill off a potential 5th base here. I don't think it's doing too much damage as Semih's already in position to deal with it, but it was a cute move by Machine here. Yeah, and then those Hydras just did not stand a chance at all. Did he even have his High Templar in here? And yep, it does appear that Overlord will get timed off, but it's a small loss from Machine. Alright, so again, it's gonna have to come down to Machine's engagement. So far, he hasn't really traded well, and there really hasn't been a lot of harassment from Machine. He's tried to do this late game drop, which, for a player that doesn't have the map awareness that Semih does have, that might have potentially done a lot of damage. But with this high level of Semih, you know, really high level player, and even Semih's going for the ballsy move of taking this 9 o'clock expansion here. Like, that should be Machine's 3rd, but it's not, because now it is Semih's 6th base. But okay, so 200 supply to 159. So again, you know, Machine, you know, down by 40 supply, 60 drones, 80. No, 60 probes. Okay, they're about 60 each. Okay. And he has 7 Ultras out and 16 Lurkers, but the Lurkers are not in this mix here. So, what do we see? The Lurkers are just primarily for defensive here, but that's so much supply just in pure defense. And might have actually the reason why Machine's not having such a great time case here. Now, this should be okay, but there's so many Archons, it's hard to say. But Ultras are pretty good, but there's still, again, he's engaging with only 1-1. It looks like he should be able to clear this up. 1 Lurker staying in the mix here. Now I just wonder what are his availability on his upgrades. So they're just about to finish. The only way to split a little bit longer is to get the price gotten a little bit more favorable. It looks like he should be able to get his early though. And those are pretty good. Yeah, +2 is not kicked in yet. And there we go, +2 is in there, because that should definitely have a cost for the game here. But there are so many Zealots right here, and the sad thing from that engagement is Machine didn't even kill off the Nexus. He didn't force a cancel. And we have a Plague, actually. I didn't even see that. Okay. And you get a Plague off right there. That should definitely help deal with the Zealot. But you can continue to engage up the choke, though. But that's just not going to be favorable for Machine. Machine has to really choose these engagements wisely, and that's not one of them. And now he's taking the natural. That is a lot of fun, though, to be fair. Alright, so he's making a ton of Lings now. Okay. The follow-up's just gonna be Ultra Ling. I mean, there's 60 of them out right now. That's a ton. I mean, Semih's off of like 5 mining bases here. If you want a macro PvZ, this is sure one to watch, because this is absolutely epic. I wonder who the other spectators are. EG.Machine, EG, I haven't heard of that guy. Alright, looks like we have a drop inbound. or I'd say that he's actually dropping into the 5th base here. And I mean, this is definitely going to be really annoying to deal with right there, and not the best storm here, but if he can sprint out his lurkers in such a way, not like that though. The second storm should be opening it up. Alright, so that's great harass right there. That'll definitely help Machine out. You know, that's a whole mining base that's not mining. But Semih's taking the north part of the map, like the center and up, he has control of. And I mean, Machine's definitely playing more of a passive Zerg style until the late game. But it just hasn't worked. Semih's just like, well, I'm going to play such a defensive, I'm going to take experience to defend them well. You're not going to be very effective. Keep in mind there is a lurker still there. And oh, these ultras for sure will cancel this 3 o'clock. There's no question about that. And that's like mass ultra, man. That is. Woo! That's 19 ultras on the field. And he's maxed. Well, I mean, ultras are powerful. And when you have 19 of them, well, when you don't do that to them, they're good. Or that. Or this. When you have them laying like a pack like that, that's great. Alright, so he's broken through. There wasn't enough scope to really deal with. I mean, a lot of these ultras are. I mean, just look at the screen. Like, look at it. Like, this is absolutely crazy what's going on right now. It's absolutely crazy. Alright, so I think if he just target fires the Nexus and pushes away, that the damage would be done, but Machine's not target firing. Which is beyond to me. I mean, he's not attacking anywhere else, so. And now, I mean, yeah, I mean, that push. Okay, well, if he falls this off, then maybe. That's so many Archon with +3, there's 39 damage to these ultras. Wow. Now they're starting to attack the Nexus. Okay. Well, that was epic to watch, but, you know, thinking back, was it worth it? I mean, we're down to 1 Ultra. He's taking up an expand here, but that's more or less going to be probably, if that gets detected by Semih, that's going to probably be really killed off, as Omni's right in position to deal with that. And, I mean, he just threw away 19 Ultralisks. I mean, there's a ton of them left. Machine has quite the bank of minerals. He's been macroing like a champ with his gas. But, you know, after this, what's the follow-up? You know, he can only go Ultra Ling now. It was around Archon. I mean, Ling is just not going to do really well against Protoss Army. So, again, Machine has to be effective. And right here, he could have target fired the Nexus earlier on. He could have target fired this Nexus. It would have been done. That's a lot of cannons. And like I said, this base is going to be killed off. Too close. Too close to proximity right here. Okay. But here we go. Nice broke ultra to Archonic Clothing right here, but that is a lot of ultras. That's a lot of Archon though. And it just appears that there is too much stuff from Semih right here, and that will have to push back Machine for the time being. And it looks like this base, I'm surprised he's gonna leave it up. But I guess it's all he can do. I mean, it's the only base he can really expand to. I mean, he's not in like desperation to take another base, but it'll be nice to have a 6th base for Zerg. And yeah, this base is done. That pair of links is just gonna instantly melt apart. Same thing with these lurkers. Alright, we have more Lings over here attacking about to attack the 9. This, with proper Dark Swarm, this can do a lot of, he might be able to trade this off. But there are 2 well-positioned Reavers. And that base did go down, by the way. So many Dark Swarm, man. And, I mean, he had a plague, but it's doing damage to the cannon, which is fantastic, but plaguing Archon don't really help that much. That Ultra's gotta die. I I think we're just starting to see like Semih's death ball just getting to the point where Machine's just not gonna have a way to trade with it well. I mean, he gets to the point where Protest just gets such a powerful arm. Okay. Now this is, if he gets enough Hydra, this should work, because the Ultras are just not gonna work right now. I don't think he even has gas for it. Nah, he really doesn't. I don't think he does, at least. I mean, look how many Archon he has. Remember, these things are like 300 gas and 305 and 100 minerals per each one. It's 15 Archons. I mean, and he's maxed. Machine is probably gonna try to remax. He's boldly taking the center base here, which is epic. But he's gonna try to re-expand down here to the 9 or 3 rather. But yeah, Semih's not gonna be in position to hit this base, but alright, yeah, okay, he was gonna force a cancel in the center. Okay, smartly just cancel that. Okay, that's great. And yeah, it looks like Semih's just gonna attack this base over here. Does he have vision? Oh my god, it's gonna be really annoying. Does he have sight of this? Yeah, he has an op. He is a probe over here. That's the reason why. Okay, well, but in position here, okay, that's a lot of stuff on screen, ladies and gentlemen. That is really a lot of stuff. Those are beautiful swords, but is there enough Hydra? Are there reinforcements from Machine here? But oh my gosh, that is so many Archon. We do have drones coming over here. This is gonna get sniped off. Oh, this rally. Oh. But the base does go up. It's just this Archon man though, they're so beefy. He even has +2 shield upgrade. Jesus. And he's gonna drop the Reavers here. Okay. Such an intense game right here. Machine has just not found a way to deal with this Protest army though. But with these Archon out of position here, he might be able to deal the damage he needs to get done. And potentially do a counter push here. Because remember, you know, it was primarily a death ball, which was so difficult to kill. But while it's, you know, broken up, if he can kill off the Archon, that's gonna be huge. But really nice micro from the Reavers right there, and just took out those Ultralisks right there. Phenomenal play right there. And we're gonna have Scorch here to deal with those incoming, with those shuttles right here. But where are the shuttles? It looks like they have evacuated. Oh no, they haven't. I'm sorry. Just couldn't see them. And it looks like Tim's gonna want to take his base. Oh yeah, like, this is just like reinforces. This is how much he can produce at once. It's crazy. But like I said though, if he can keep Semih like not from building up this death ball like of an army where he can't really engage well, Ultras will do really well. Especially with the 5-3 upgrade. Ultras by themselves can do a ton of damage, but it's what these like Archons with splash damage get all around them, they just start dying insanely quickly. At least that's what I've been noticing this game here. And we even have Semih getting a lot of Reavers out now. Alright, Machine's gonna have a good amount of Hydra out. Semih has a good amount of Zealots coming over here as well. Have another engagement happening over here. And crazy stuff. But that should be enough to get Machine's upgrade right here. Machine's army right here. But he's just gonna retreat here. He's gonna go back into his base here. He should be okay. Nice Dark Pulse going down. And alright, so he's fending off this push here, but these Lings will just die. They do have Crackling upgrade, I mean. Look how fast that one Zealot died with Crackling with +3. Those Reavers look awesome. And this is why I like this kind of macro game is absolutely awesome, because the game goes on for like half an hour because neither player can actually kill each other. And it's actually tough for me to say. I mean, definitely I'd say Machine's got the short end of the stick in a lot of these engagements for this game. I think Semih's lost the bulk of his army when he can really deal with this. I mean, he's just primarily still at Archon right now. which by no means is not a good good unit comp, but he did something like 18 Archon. But I mean, like, and you have to remember that, I mean, these Archons just regen their HP. And I mean, they do it at a faster rate than Zerg does too. I mean, even if you, like, I've never seen a player do this before, but just to be like BM or something, like if you got like down like 8 or something amount of shield batteries or something down the map here, like just like heal up all your Archons before they're not engaging, and just be like they're unstoppable beasts of destruction. But I mean, Machine continues trying to take the space here. It's gonna get canceled, like again. This is going to be the uncontested base probably for the rest of the game here. Even playing this, this is the first time I've ever seen Reapers playing, actually. Machine just doesn't have an answer for these Archons. Like, that's the thing. Like, he does not have an answer. Hydra are probably the best thing to probably go to. I mean, Archon are probably the most like, you don't want to see that unit when you're playing Zerg. Because, like, they do splash damage to links. They do... Okay, Hydra, they just Hydra clump up, so they do their splash damage anyway. Hydra are probably, again, probably the best thing. Lurkers aren't bad if you get enough of them, but it's just hard to get them in position to take out Archon as their mobile units anyway. Mutila's just... I mean, I guess you could try to box them, but they still do their splash damage, and it's really hard to, like, split your Mutas in such a way that they don't take a lot of splash damage. Queen, you'd think Broodling shot, but they don't. Broodling is the only unit that Broodling does not affect is Psionic units. And okay, that's like critical mass of Archon right there. Watch how fast Machine's army just dies. And it's a GG. Yeah, I couldn't. Okay, that's a lot of but man, that was an epic game. Semih, you played a great game. I mean, sorry, GG. Yeah, Semih, you played a great game. Machine, you played a great game. You're not gonna watch this video. I know that you're way too busy playing StarCraft 2. I think the only thing Machine could have done better that game would have been, I guess, probably just shooting better engagement or focus firing those Nexus. The next side that he could have engaged. Would it have changed the game? I mean, it's hard to say. Maybe some earlier pressure could have been something. I mean, he definitely did 4-base turtles the way you play it. And again, like, Semih was just such a high-level player just to be like, well, dude, no, you're not going to drop me because I'm going to know when you do that and I'm going to stop that. I mean, that's how the game went down. I mean, Semih just looked unstoppable that game, in my opinion. Every engagement, I think, went to Semih's favor. So Semih, and probably the other reason why it's in this replay pack anyway, probably majority of these games are going to go into the player where the replay pack comes from. Alright guys, so that concludes this Machine game and Semih game here. I do have 2 other Machine games. I did find them, so we'll just jump into those games, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, iCup TV, rate, comment, or sorry, like, comment, subscribe if you like our videos. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching again. This has been Fitz, and I'm signing out.